marching through the book of Galatians, and today we are in chapter 3, going to be going over verses 5 through 7. So we'll read it, and then we'll see what's going on here. It says, "Therefore, he who supplies the Spirit to you and works miracles among you, does he do it by the works of the law or by the hearing of faith? Just as Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Therefore, know that only those who are of faith are sons of Abraham." So what's going on here? The author here, Paul, wrote an entire letter to a church in Galatia, telling them to beware of these people called Judaizers, who would sell them a false doctrine, a false theology of Jesus plus. Hey, you can become a Christian, you can follow Jesus, but you also have to follow the law of Moses. So this entire letter, Paul is over here and saying, no, don't do that. It's Jesus and Jesus alone. Even the very first part of chapter 3, it says, "O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey truth, before whose eyes Jesus Christ was clearly portrayed?" Man, they knew the truth, but they wanted to add to it. So that makes me ask, do we do that in our own lives? Do we try to add to the gospel? I mean, a lot of denominations do. A lot of religions, actually all religions with the exception of Christianity, it's man's attempt to get to God. But we see clearly the gospel is different. It was God coming down to man and doing what no man could ever do. And here we see Paul saying, therefore, does he do it by the works of the law or by the hearing of faith? Just as Abraham believed, it was accounted to him for righteousness. Who was Abraham? He was the father of the faith. And Abraham was around far before, hundreds of years before Moses was even in the picture. So before the law was even established, Abraham had faith in God and was listening to God and sought after God. And it was accounted to him for righteousness. So we're told time and time again in the Bible that the just shall live by faith. And here we see, verse 7, "Therefore know that only those who are of faith are sons of Abraham," not of works. Are we to do works? Yes, but not as a means of salvation. We should do works out of appreciation for what has been done for us. We're told to be doers of the word and not just hearers only. So, yes, we should do works, but not as a means of salvation. It is by faith and by faith alone that we are saved, guys. So I want you to realize that. Perhaps you've been struggling with that. Perhaps you feel like you've not done enough, or you have fallen short in this area or that area. Yes, you probably have. We all have. Romans 3:23 tells us, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." But praise the Lord that our salvation is not based on ourselves, but based on what Jesus has done for us. So let us live a life out of appreciation for what that is and demonstrate what it looks like to be truly appreciative of it. I hope you are challenged by this today.